Okay, hi, this is Theodore Norvell. I'm just going to do a quick demo of the getting Eclipse set up and uh, doing all the things you need to do for the for assignment 3 in our course. So, um, first off, we're going to go to Eclipse and we are going to download a recent version of Eclipse. I think we can just get that one there. Okay, so now we're going to pick the Eclipse IDE for Java developers. That's all we need. We could also do Enterprise. Okay, now in this case, I already have I think I already have Java installed, so it's going to use an existing Java installation. I'm fairly sure that if you don't have Java installed, installing Eclipse will also install a Java runtime environment for you. Okay, so we're going to accept the license. Okay, while that's starting up, I'm going to download um, the source files that we need. Okay, and Eclipse has started now, so we will create a new workspace and launch the Eclipse in that workspace. Okay, here we are. Okay, let's see now. We're going to create a Java project. Okay, the runtime environment is fine. We create separate folders for sources and class files, that's fine. Everything there looks good. Okay, while I'm here, I'm going to go to libraries and I'm going to add JUnit. This is a testing framework that we're going to be using. We could use JUnit 5. I'm going to stick with JUnit 4. 5 would probably work fine and it has some nice features that 4 doesn't have, but I haven't used them in this project. Okay, so now we have our project. Within the project, we have a source folder, and now in our downloaded file, here's the EOL source code.zip file that I just downloaded. I am going to extract the two directories that are in there. We'll just put them there for now. Okay, I'm going to go over to my workspace, which is directly under my username. It's not in Documents, and here's Eclipse Workspace, and we can see the project directory is right there, and in there we have a source directory and a bin directory. Okay, I'm going to overwrite that source directory. That source directory is actually, that should be empty. So I'm going to overwrite that directory with the one from that I downloaded from the website, and I'm also going to add this test source directory. I'm going to put that in there as well. Now going back to Eclipse, we can now look in the source directory, and I'm going to press F5 to reload. There we are. Okay. So that's there. What about that test source directory? Well, I have to add that. So I'm going to go over here. Okay. What I had to do there was to refresh the do a refresh on the whole project here. When I did that, my test source showed up. What I want to do now is add this as a source directory. So I can go to the project and build path, configure build path. I will go to my source, add folder. I'll add the tests folder. And we're done. So that's now a source folder as well. At this point, I should be able to run the compiler. I go down to my actually the main is right here, but you can see that the various generated files are here. They were in the distribution, so I should be able to just run the project now. I'll come down to run as and pick Java application. Okay, and the program's now running, so I can try some input, and that works, but much of it's not implemented yet, so that won't work yet. Okay. Now, what we need to do is to be able to regenerate these various generated files. So all these files, not the first one and not the last one, but all the rest of those files, those are generated by JavaCC. I should just be able to delete these now. I need a way to regenerate these files now. To do that, I need JavaCC, and I'm going to get that in the form of an Eclipse plugin. Over here on Useful Links, we have a link to a plugin for Eclipse, which is very old, but I've used it quite a lot and it works pretty reliably. So I'm going to take that URL there and use it. I'm going to use it in Eclipse. Under Help, Install New Software. I'm going to put that in right there. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add that. Okay, this is what I want to install. So I'm going to install that. It downloads it from the site that I mentioned. And when it downloads the plugin, it also downloads JavaCC itself. So we don't need to install JavaCC beyond just installing the Eclipse into, it's installing the plugin into Eclipse. Later, I can show you how we can install JavaCC without Eclipse. So just if you're using a regular old text editor, you can also run JavaCC. And I'll show you how to do everything from command line, perhaps in a separate video. Okay, Eclipse has rebooted and restarted, and okay, so here's our project. There are errors because we deleted the generated files, and now let's edit the. I'll edit the JavaCC file. And a couple of things to notice here. We have a JavaCC menu, and we also, if I go to Window, Show View, under Other, I can pick JavaCC console. I guess I'll also do the call hierarchy. I haven't used that before. That's perhaps new. Let's stick that over here. Okay, so here we have a JavaCC file, and as you can see, it's got rules. Well, this is basically three parts. The first part is just a Java class. Scrolling down below that, I have the specification for the lexical analyzer. Its job is to turn a sequence of characters into a sequence of tokens. Each token is associated with a terminal or alphabet symbol. So a token that's generated from just a plus sign, for example, that corresponds to the alphabet symbol, or what JavaCC calls a token kind, which is plus. Then we get to the context-free grammar, and that's the part that you have to change. All right. Now what I can do, though, is I can set it so it will compile the JavaCC on save, but obviously I haven't set that up yet. So let's just do it manually. And so now we're running JavaCC. This is version 5 of JavaCC, which is fine. And as you can see over here, it's created 7 generated files, and these are the 7 Java files that JavaCC will create for you. Okay, just to make sure that everything's working, I'm going to make a gratuitous change to the JavaCC file, the JJ file. I'm going to change that question mark to a greater than sign, and there's actually another one over here. I'll save that. Run JavaCC. That recreates these generated files. You can see in the generated parser file, you can see that that change has been made. And now if I just run EOL again, we get the new prompt. So now we know we can modify the JJ file, recompile it with JavaCC, which really just means that we generate the Java files, and then Eclipse will automatically compile the Java files to Java Virtual Machine code when we, well, it does that automatically, I think, as soon as the new files are generated, and then we can run our interpreter after that.